Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to help you get started with Reaper DAW. Reaper is a digital audio workstation similar to FL Studio or Ableton. There's four main things that I like about Reaper: the stability, the capability, the customizability, and finally the price. Reaper runs really smoothly even on budget hardware. It's a fully featured digital audio workstation. It's made to record or edit audio or MIDI, and it can also be used as a video editor. You can download a free trial at reaper.fm and then click download and just follow the prompts. The trial is 60 days. The cool thing about the trial is that they give you the full program, not a crippled version of it. After your trial, if you like it, you can buy it for, I believe it's $60 on their website for personal use. And there's different licenses for different types of uses. To get started, all you need is a laptop or a desktop, Mac, Windows, or Linux, and a way to listen to your projects. You may want an audio interface if you're going to be using a microphone or an instrument. This is what Reaper looks like when you first open it up. On the bottom here, this is your mixer section. Just above that to your right, that's your sequencer window, and to the left of that, that's your tracks window. We'll start by opening the preferences window and selecting the drivers for our hardware. Generally speaking, you're going to want to use 44.1K for the sample rate. Next, you want to make sure all of our MIDI devices are connected. Then set any other preferences that you have. Now double click in the tracks area to create your first track. Okay, so you got your first channel set up. The transport controls are here on the bottom. Here's play. You can just start recording already if you just hit this button. So now we're recording from where the playhead was at. Let's listen to it. So now we're recording from where the playhead was at. Okay, so that's how to record. Let's go ahead and plug in an instrument. I'm going to plug in my bass to channel 2. Let's see. Now make sure on your audio interface that you set your gain correctly. You want it to sit around, on average, like -6 dB. Just using these little these bars right here. Just get it close enough. I mean, it won't be perfect. You really don't want to clip, and you don't want to be too close to the sound floor. Otherwise, you're going to hear all kinds of background noise when you actually do amplify any sounds that you make. So let's see. Yeah, I think my gain is set up pretty good on the bass, so we'll just start recording stuff. Oh, here's how to turn your metronome. You press right here, and you get a nice click. Okay, so what we're going to do from here is go ahead and get rid of this. We're going to create a loop. And you do that just by clicking anywhere that's not used. You just drag and drop where you want it to go. Make sure that looping is enabled. Alright, let's listen to our loop. Turn off the metronome the same way you turned it on. Alright, that sounds okay. Let's add another layer now. So we're going to turn off recording for this track. Okay, so to start recording, again, just make sure your playhead's in the correct spot, and then you can either hit Control R or this little red circle right here. And you can see I was actually out of time. Okay, so we're gonna go here to take, and then explode all takes in order, and we're just gonna use this middle take. And I came in early around here, so what we can do is actually turn off the magnet, the snapping, and then click right here where the note starts, press S on the keyboard to cut it, and go ahead and just drag it to where it's on time. Good enough. I mean, I guess we can do something like that. I guess that's good enough. Now you're gonna re-enable snapping, and you can actually highlight all of these, right click and go down to glue item, and there you go. It's nice and straight. Let's do that again. Up here, glue items, and there you go. We're nice and in time. Alright, now we're going to highlight both of these. Control C, move the playhead to where you want to paste it. Make sure that you select the top where you want to have it pasted, the top track of where you want it pasted, and then just hit Control V. Okay, we're going to add another layer. Okay, in this layer we're gonna go ahead and add some effects, just a little bit of EQ and a little bit of reverb. Okay, let's set up the EQ first. That looks fine, something like that. Yep. Okay. We'll drag the end of our loop to the end of this. Alright, we'll just start recording. Move the playhead to the beginning of where you want to record, making sure that only this bottom track is armed. Okay, so now we have a lead recorded. We can go ahead and just zoom in on here. Now at the beginning of your sound clip, if you put your mouse cursor right here in the beginning of the sound clip, you'll see the icon changes, and that just means you can grab this, and instead of moving the whole track, what you're doing is just shortening it up. Now the same location but up top. Now we can fade it in. And all we're doing is just fading that noise out before the bass actually comes in. So let's listen to what we have. We can even fade it out if we want to. And there you go. Alright, well, we have a few tracks. Now, from here, let's say you finished making whatever sounds you want to make, and now you're ready to share what you have. So there's a couple ways to share files. So you can just go ahead and go here to render. Now on this render screen, this will actually take your whole project and just render it out to one wave file. For the best quality, you're going to want to use a 24-bit PCM, and that's really about it. Waves are the best quality, and then MP3s will be the best for conserving size. Say if you wanted to email it and you didn't really want to zip the file, you could just send an MP3, but it will be a little bit more dirty quality. For your directory, you could just probably put your desktop and then just name your file. Sample rate, again, 44.1K. And yeah, so we could go right here to time selection, and this is that area that we had looped. So that's a really easy way to set your bounds. And then just go ahead and hit render. Okay, here is the rendered wave file, so I guess we can listen to it right now. Okay, so that's how you render your project. But say you have another friend who also has Reaper and they have all of the same plugins as you. What you can do is you can go up here to Save Project As, and you can select this box right here, Copy All Media into Directory, and you're going to want to click this first box also, create a subdirectory for your project. Now, what that's going to do is create a folder that has everything you need to open this project, and have it sound the exact same way on both computers. So, now what you'll end up doing is going over to this folder. You can zip it and then send it as an email, or you can put it to something like Drive or OneNote, and then share a link to that. And that's a really easy way to share projects with your friend. I hope that this video has been helpful to you, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the form of a comment. If you have any topics you'd like me to cover in a future video, also feel free to leave that as a comment. And if you've made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing. One final thing I'll leave you with is an example of a completed song.